This is a HeadGum podcast.
You're listening to the Morning After podcast.
I'm laughing at your name.
Whose name?
Yours, sir, it's amazing. I don't think I've told you congrats in person, but yeah.
I still didn't hear you read it out loud. I didn't. I'm so sorry.
Where it says Emmy Award winner.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Listeners, if you're just tuning in, I'm finally getting the respect I deserve from this woman. She has disrespected me for over a decade now. Yeah, we have beef, and no pun intended, because
God damn it.
And I hate to start off this way, but I remind you every time I see you. This has been going on for over a decade, and I'm going to get this off my chest.
Yeah.
Honestly, there was a point in my life where I was malnourished. Mm-hmm. There was a point in my life where my body was breaking down on me because of the lack of proteins. That's what the doctor said, and that's what God said. And I just remember having this conversation with Melissa, and she would tell me that she made this, that her and her husband at the time, was he making it or you making it?
Yeah, we were making it together. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This Bison chili.
Mm-hmm.
And I for a while when I was sleeping out in the cold, I would dream about it.
Out in the cold while you were shooting your hit show.
Yeah, but it's Fox. They weren't paying me in real money. they weren't paying me in people money.
They weren't paying in people money.
No,
with some loose Monopoly money. 100%. And a blanket.
Yeah, turns out you can't use Monopoly money at the deli.
Right.
But for years I had asked you about this, and for years I would remind you, and for years you would give me the old stiff arm, and you'd go, yeah, I got you. Yeah, call me. I don't got your number. Hit me up. I don't.
First of all, sir, you do have my number.
I know, but I know.
It's the most Hollywood I've ever been, those interactions. Yeah, I pulled let's do lunch. But here's the thing. I really had every intention of making you that Bison chili, and I will.
I know. I get it. I tried to make it before. Turns out it's really hard to catch a bison and kill it. So I couldn't do what y'all do, because apparently you catch them on your own and you make them from scratch.
Yeah, well, you've seen my husband's muscles. So, he just gets out there and wrestles it to the ground, as one does.
God, you thought you were jacked. This dude.
Well, if anyone knows about the gym, it's me.
I felt it when you said that.
Are you still here in California?
No, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, like full time, or are you just working right now?
No, I'm just working, but I've been here since like November. But I'm going home very soon, like in a matter of days.
What are you working on?
I'm working on an NBC show called Grosse Pointe Garden Society.
Oh,
yes.
Right.
Let's go.
I see your billboards are all over the place.
I've heard that they are all over. I've gotten pictures from friends. It's so weird to like have a show launch and then you're like in another weird bubble, and everyone in New York and LA is like, your face is all over town. And I'm like, great. Yay.
not here in Atlanta.
not here in Atlanta. Yeah. No, there's no billboards in Atlanta or buses.
Lamorne, you're the odd man out, by the way, on today's pod, because you're the only non-Cuban New Jerseyan in this podcast.
I knew you were Cuban, but I did not know you were from New Jersey.
Just had to let you know that, Larry.
Okay, so you were born in Jersey?
Yes.
I wasn't born in Jersey, but I lived in Jersey for 2 years.
That's true.
Does that count?
No, wait, how long?
2 years.
You get a little bit. We'll give him a little bit of credit there.
Where in New Jersey?
Edgewater.
Okay.
Does that count?
If you were gonna say South Jersey, I would have been like,
oh, gross.
Whoa. What's the shot at South Jersey? What is that?
Just hooligans.
They're not like us.
They not like us. They not like us.
Like, I'm from Chicago, so there's different quadrants, different neighborhoods where you can tell, like, oh, he from the West Side, or he from the South, or he from the burbs, or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that a thing in Jersey where you just speak to somebody and you go, oh, you must be from South Jersey, or?
Yeah. So, well, South Jersey is a little hard to. Some of them have kind of like Southern accents. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it's fine, Melissa. You can call them scumbags. It's okay. It's okay. You can call them scumbags.
Or then, like, if they're from the part that's really close to Philly, then they like have that sort of. It's like a weird mishmash. But if I meet someone from North Jersey, I can almost always tell, especially if they still have their accent.
I don't think I have an accent, but someone told me for the first time, maybe like 6 months ago, they were like, "Oh yeah, you're from New Jersey. I could tell by your accent." And I went, "What?"
That's
like,
crazy.
Don't put that.
New Jersey sound like nerds.
I'm like, don't put that on. What are you talking about?
Where in Jersey are you from, Kyle?
Livingston. I know.
Okay.
You're Bergen County, right? I was
Bergen County.
Essex County, so super close though.
Super close.
Yeah,
Neighbors.
Bergen County.
Short Hills Mall.
Short Hills Mall.
Everyone knows the Short Hills Mall.
Did you get the acting bug as a kid?
I did.
Were you performing as a child in Jersey? Because Jersey feels. I mean, listen, I live there, and I know this is about to. I mean, you already called them scumbags, Kyle, but like
no, South
Jersey.
South Jersey. Be
Jersey
specific.
feels like. Well, Jersey as a whole, that's what it sounds like you guys are saying.
No.
Literally could not be further from what we're saying.
Yeah, it's literally not what we're saying.
South, if you turn it upside down, that's north, so it's both. I get it.
No.
But it sounds rough. Like when you grow up, when you say, I want to do theater, I want to go dance around on stage. Any pushback from that? Are people like, what? Why would you? Is it, or because it's so close to New York, they're just like, yeah, this theater, the arts, let's do it.
I think it's more that vibe, like especially, we're so close to the city. There were quite a bit of like dance schools and theater schools. I started in dance, like lots of little girls. My mom put me in dance class, and then I just like never wanted to leave, and I didn't.
Really?
And I followed a dance teacher from the rec center. She got a job at like a real dance school that was also a theater school. And then that was when I started taking like acting classes and musical classes and all that kind of stuff. And then I was like, this is my home. And my parents were like, wait, what? For real? I stayed there all through my high school years. And I was like, I'm going to be a drama major. And they were like, what?
Crazy.
We went to the theater. My parents love musicals. They took me to see a Broadway show once a year. We went to Broadway shows on school trips sometimes. I remember we went to go see Rent on Broadway in high school as a field trip.
Was Taye Diggs in Rent back then?
He was. Not when I went. I never saw the original cast. I saw like the second or third cast replacement, but he was in the original cast.
I remember being out with Taye Diggs once. We were at in a hotel lobby in Hollywood somewhere, just having a drink, and this girl walks by and just starts freaking out over his theater ability.
Yeah.
He's already Taye Diggs at this point. He's already, and she's just like, and then you did this play, and oh my God. And he was just like, thank you. And she didn't mention a single on-screen thing. She just was like all about, because she was a theater nerd, and she was just like,
yeah.
I would say the fandom in any medium is probably the highest on like soap operas.
Yes.
When I was growing up, like first of all, my mom has been watching the same soap opera for over 50 years.
Which one?
Days of Our Lives.
These are the days of our lives. Iconic.
Iconic.
Literally.
And then you would hear these stories about these people being in the street, and then fans would come up and go, how could you do that to Bo?
Oh, yeah.
Was this a show, baby?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your first gig, was it your first gig?
It was my very first gig. Yeah.
On One Life to Live.
On One Life to Live. And yeah, what you described is such a huge part of it. People yell at you on the street. You leave that sweet boy alone. He's not yours to take. He's in love with so-and-so. And you're like, I don't. My line was always when people would shout at me when they would be mad at my character, I'd go, I don't write the show.
Yeah.
They don't let me write it.
I agree with you.
I agree with you, but they won't let me in the writer's room. They won't let me write it.
Those are my notes. Those are my initial thoughts.
I shared those exact notes.
So is it fair to say say that soap operas cause mental illness in its viewers? Because that's something we've been looking to take down.
Yeah, I mean, it's all consuming. It's also all year round. Like they don't have a season. Like they're just on all the time.
The Spanish ones are way better though.
They are.
Those are like Tyler Perry are kind of crazy. These are like even crazier than Tyler Perry's ones.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
My grandma right now is watching one called Mujer, which just means woman. Everyone has an evil twin. Everyone's died like 3 times, but then they've come back. They literally
everyone's having an affair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I mean,
and I love on the novellas that at the end of the, like, you know, at the end of a scene on any soap opera, there's like the long pause, like, and sometimes it's that. Yes. And cut. That's about how long it is. But on the novellas, they stretch that shit out. And they will cut back and forth between stares for like no one's saying anything. And then like there's a bit of a push in and then they finally cut and go to commercial.
I was going to say, Kyle, what would be perfect is if us three, if we did a novella directed by Tyler Perry.
Bro, sign me up.
I'm already here in Atlanta. We'll just like drive down the road.
I know you know him.
Knock on his door. Tyler, have you heard of this new soap opera, The Gates?
Yeah. My mom loves it.
Does she? They're shooting on this lot. They're shooting like a few stages over. You guys fly here.
Okay.
And then we'll just walk down to their stage.
Are you in Fayetteville or are you in Atlanta?
I'm in Atlanta.
You're in Atlanta proper, because the last time we were there shooting the Saturday Night movie, we stayed in
which was excellent, by the way. You were so good in it.
Oh, thank you.
Fayetteville. I don't know where that is.
Trillith Studios.
Oh, Trillith. Yeah.
Fayetteville is an interesting place. You see a lot of big castles there, and you're finding out that they're all pastors who like happen to make a shit ton of money at church.
Like one of those ones that's like is televised, like one of those pastors, like in big crowds.
We need to break this down because I don't understand how that guy has a jet that lands like on his property. The basketball court opens and then the jet comes out from under there. I don't get it.
But that's because God gave him that money. You know what I'm saying?
God wanted him to have that money. He doesn't want us, people like us, to have that kind of money. He wants
and he wants it to come from the people at the church.
Yes.
Who don't have as much.
They lock you in until you give all your money and then you can leave?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Have you seen that video, Melissa, recently?
No.
What was the guy's name? I forget his name, but he was taking up a collection, and he's saying this in front of I think he said there were 1,000 people in the audience, and he goes, "There are 1,000 people here. There are over 1,000 people watching online." He goes, "I need everybody to give $20 right now. Lock the doors." In the back, like, what? He goes, "Lock the doors. Lock the doors. Yes, lock the doors. Nobody's leaving until we get."
We should be able to raise $40,000 tonight. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
And he's like, and he's like, even if you're giving digitally, if you're giving through an app on the phone, I still want you to walk up to the front. I want to see movement. I want to see everybody coming up to the front, putting that money in the baskets.
In the name of Jesus.
Because Jesus just told me on my Bluetooth.
He just told me. He just zoomed in. You guys didn't see him. I did it backstage. And he told me that $20 is the number tonight and miracles will happen.
I think that guy's literally just committed 1,000 robberies on camera.
Literally.
100%.
Literally.
Melissa, on our show, we do a segment where we poll the fans. So sometimes Lamorne polls them, sometimes I poll them, sometimes we poll them together.
I thought you were saying pull at first, and I was like, okay, all right. I didn't know where this was going, but poll.
Kyle has pulled a couple of fans.
No. You heard correctly. We poll. Question 1, Melissa, here. If you could date any video vixen from a music video, could be a Mariah Carey video, I don't know, would you?
Wait, from a music video?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would. I did.
You did?
And now he's my husband.
What? So the dating didn't last very long? Wow.
No, yeah. Yeah. My husband was the hot guy at the end of the Mariah Carey video, Honey.
That's right.
Did he?
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch it. I should have watched it before. Did he show some cheeks or in
no
the video?
Cheeks,
No,
but he's
just
shirtless.
abs. Just ab work.
Just abs.
Okay.
Ridiculous abs. And he's frolicking with her on the beach at the end of the video. And yeah.
Doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. That's not mine.
No, it's great. It's great. You should watch it.
Do you sometimes just find yourself YouTubing that video?
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm mad at him, he just sticks his hand in the room with playing the video.
I always remember you sought after me.
Yeah.
Remember that? Let's get in touch with that little 13-year-old girl. Okay.
I had that same
crazy
crush energy for Tyra Banks. And years later, I remember being at an airport as an adult. And I mean, I had the poster on my wall and everything. Like even in my Chicago house, I have a bathroom that I tried to make look like an old grungy 80s bathroom. And it's got like graffiti in there. It's got a urinal in there. But on the main wall, it's just a photo. I had a graffiti artist tag it and spray it. It's a picture of Tyra Banks. That's how like obsessed like with Tyra Banks I was.
Yeah.
Saw her at the airport.
And
I think she was with her family or something. And we were in the lounge and I was just like, I want to keep it together. Keep it together. And she walked past and was just like, oh, hey. And I might have shit myself.
Yeah. Oh,
really?
She recognized you or?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, she has no idea. I didn't want to like go on my phone and be like, look, I'm obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with you. Oh, but wait, Miss Banks, I'm obsessed.
Miss Banks. Oh, God.
Well, you were talking about Taye Diggs before, and I definitely went through a phase where I had a big old celebrity crush on Taye Diggs. We're talking like maybe high school, college, like those sort of years. I was like, oh my God, Taye Diggs is like so beautiful. And then I think I saw him also at an airport or somewhere, and he's a Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan. And so he came up to me. He was like, I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I was like, was not cool, did not pull it off at all. And had that same feeling, Lamorne, of like wanting to be like, I was obsessed with you. But then we're like adults. And I was like, it's uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. You it turns out you can't roll up and do that. Kyle, who did you?
I saw Waka Flocka Flame one time at the airport and I said, Brick Squad.
I was there.
And then he turned around and looked at me and was like,
you win, basically.
And then I melted as well because he gave me like the nod of approval.
Oh, the nod? Yeah. Oh, see, you nailed yours. We did not, but you nailed yours.
I have a question for you. Okay. And this comes from Stanley out of Stanton.
Stanley?
Stanley?
Oh, wow.
Stanley coming from
out of Stanton.
Stanton the grave. Wait, what?
What? Oh.
Yeah, sorry. This might be the real Stanley. What's your strategy for trying to win an argument, even if you know you're wrong?
Ooh.
Oh.
Don't worry, no one watches, so you're not giving anything away. Yeah.
I have the ability to stay calm for a very long time. And when things get pretty heated, I think so it's like staying calm and then just saying things in like a very nice way with like a lot of exposition in the it's
Are you doing it right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Almost as if you're like recording the conversation and the other person doesn't know. And so you are pretending to be one particular way to make the other person seem like they're the crazy one. That's kind of like that.
Yeah. And then they'll start to come down. And then I'm just like, why are we even arguing? Let's meet. Let's meet in the middle here.
You're doing some reverse psychology because the guy's thinking or your husband's thinking, oh, she should be upset at this. She's not. Why is she not?
Yeah.
And then you got him because now he's in a blender.
And then I got him.
Yeah, he's in a blender.
Like, if I was wrong, I might be more upset, but I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm right
That's
now.
evil. That's evil.
Yeah. And he's like, honey, you're right. We'll do Thai food tonight.
Yeah. And I'm like, see, you're welcome. You're welcome.
We got to steal that technique, dude.
We have to steal the technique. I mean, people apply this technique for nefarious reasons, but wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Got to smile.
Your register's going down a little bit too.
Yeah, the register goes down.
Yeah.
You put your most soothing voice on. You go, I don't know. Why are you so upset, though? Why are you so upset? Just let's
heal.
I'm just trying to talk. I'm just trying to talk to you.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I just closed my eyes for a second. It's solid, like ASMR. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you forget why you're mad. You forget why you're mad and you forget that you were right. And you're just, the easiest path out just seems.
You're like, what are we even talking about?
But when you walk past a mirror and you look at yourself, do you see the shame? Or are you just like, no, I won? It's like a competitive thing. You're like, I won, even though I knew I was wrong.
I sleep real good every night. I just sleep real good.
That's because you got a belly full of Bison chili.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Full circle, we do want some of that sent to us. If you could overnight that, that'd be
great.
Yeah.
Amazing. I haven't made it in a while, but I'm going to find that recipe was a great recipe. I got that recipe from the Hollywood Farmers Market, from the Bison guy.
Oh.
There's a guy in the Hollywood Farmers Market and he has he'll give you it's like his family's recipe. And that was the recipe I would use.
Do you have it printed out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Send that to
I
us.
feel like I may have sent it to you at some point. No?
Negro, no. Let me just say this takes me back
real quick.
I think you would remember getting a text of a picture of a business guy's card that says like Bison guy on it with then like a ingredient, like a recipe.
I know a dude named M. Bison, but he wasn't cooking no chili.
There's no pictures in our texts.
Oh,
that's a Street Fighter
that's
reference.
Damn it.
Melissa, if parallel universes are real, what do you think some of the other yous are doing right now?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
It's a science podcast.
We are the number one science podcast. We are Barbara Streisand's favorite podcast.
I knew that. I heard that about you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, there's definitely like a super evil Melissa out there, right? Just like fucking shit up. I think she dresses really like sexy and she's like in high heels all the time. And
all the time?
All the time. She's one of those bitches, like all the time. Her ankles are strong, her feet are a mess, but she doesn't care. And she's just yelling at everybody. And she's a bitch, but she's got like a high paying power job.
She's a dictator.
She's a dictator.
In an argument, she doesn't have to manipulate. She'll just shoot you in the stomach.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. She'll just have you. She won't even do it herself. She'll have someone else do it for her and cover it up.
Diego, he's done.
He's we're not dealing with him anymore. And
that's how my assistant. That's how Sam is. Sam is a producer on this podcast, and that's how she is. She's very dismissive of our enemies, and she'll like quickly like eliminate them.
She has a whip too. I don't know why she carries you're like not Indiana Jones, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Does she know how to use it though?
I don't know what she does in her personal
use it on
life.
us.
Yeah,
you guys.
That's between Sam and her victims.
Yeah,
you guys.
Okay. That's a good one. Larry, what do you think a parallel universe Lamorne is doing?
I would say he's opposite of me. He's not attractive.
Not strong.
Not strong at all. Very lazy. He's working a odd job, but he's really bad at the odd job. Like, he like digs trenches for piping. You know what I'm saying? But
he's laying the pipe.
He's laying the pipe, but the city is always in turmoil because of like water flowage, because he's not doing his job properly.
Yeah.
He loves a sandwich, in which we know I hate a sandwich.
You hate a sandwich?
It's the bread that gets me. I eat one slice of bread and then I'm back to looking like Jake Johnson. You know what I mean? I'm like, I get titties again. I go like, I just get puffy.
It's weird. Lamorne, most people take like the top layer off and leave the bottom. He eats the top layer of the sandwich and gets rid of the bottom layer.
So your parallel Lamorne loves sandwiches.
Loves a sandwich, a meatball mozzarella. That's Italian.
Yeah,
that's Italian.
A Cuban sandwich.
A cubano.
That's a Cuban.
Yeah.
Cubano. That's cubano. And I love a spaghetti sandwich. Anyway, what about you, Kyle?
There's like a short king version of me. Probably a little chubbier. Probably wears like a tracksuit. Oh, he's a gym teacher. I think he's like a tracksuit guy. Heavy smoker, and he's like always asking people if they're good, or he's like always saying good, like good. Yeah. How's your mother doing? Good. How's your mother? Yeah, good.
So he's Al Pacino.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you at the thing later. Okay, good. Good. Yeah.
I see your alternative view as a Jamaican.
When I look in the mirror sometimes, I have like weird visions, like flashing. You know, in movies, like people get like a flash. That's happened before, and I've seen a Jamaican guy.
Past lives.
Nah, Kyle just be getting drunk at night. He forget who he bringing home.
Oh, yeah. So he's messing around with those hallucinogenics.
Yeah, Kyle be like, well,
he left out the part where he swallowed a bag of mushrooms.
Yeah.
And saw his past life in Jamaica.
I think if I went to Jamaica, I would crush.
You
Lamorne,
yeah.
Lamorne's seen my DMs. Like, I am Jamaican women's demographic.
Black women love him.
Interesting.
Love Kyle.
My brother got married in Jamaica.
Oh, really? Did you go?
I did.
Oh, nice.
It was so fun. All our like New York cousins went. It was really fun.
Did you get braids?
No. I'm not dumb.
People get braids in Jamaica, don't they?
Everybody gets braids in the Caribbean. That's the thing.
And
then you do have a little bit of that internal struggle where you're just like, oh, like they're making money, bringing all these little white girls' hair.
I got cornrows in Myrtle Beach one time.
So you got what, cornrows at Myrtle Beach?
As one does, yeah. They had a braid lady going down, and I got a picture. Pop that picture up.
I gotta go, you guys.
Kyle had the beats.
Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, there's a soccer player.
Myrtle Beach.
Hey, don't shit on Myrtle Beach. Why are they taking strays right now? What's happening? You got a question, Lamorne?
I do.
Oh my God.
So, if you had to replace your car horn with something that you would have to yell, what would you pick?
Oh gosh. Ooh, that's a good one.
Because a car horn is very aggressive.
It would delight me if my car horn was like an overly polite, excuse me. Excuse me.
No,
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I would get out of the way because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear.
Oh God.
Yeah, just like slightly annoying, but so nice. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, that would be the worst. I'd be like, how'd you let her go? She'll be here all day with this bullshit. Let her go.
You get another polite person, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
It almost sounds like a Karen apology. Like, excuse me.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Can you get off my stoop?
Yeah, my horn would be, sorry, you can't barbecue here. Sorry. No barbecues here in this park.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. There's no barbecues at this park. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh God.
I think I might just steal Al Pacino from Scarface. Just when I beep it, it goes, "Hey, fuck you, man." I just want to say that to everybody.
Well, with the Tesla, you could do that.
You can program
change your horn. Yeah, you can change your horn to whatever you want it to say.
I'll be right back.
That's wild. That's wild, dude. Like
you can make a Tesla fart too.
Yes.
Yeah.
My daughter loves it. Here's the problem with that though. My daughter is 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. She's mine is 5. My younger
5. So you know how they mimic everything, and even when it gets you in trouble. On the way to school one day, I start hitting the whoopee cushion under her seat, and we play this game for 20 minutes on the drive to school. Like, Lily, gross, what are you doing? She's like, that's not me, silly, that's you. And I'll hit it again, and she's like, Dad, that's you. No, it's you. And we would play this game for 20 straight minutes. The moment we walk into her classroom, the other parents are getting their kids all set up and their cubbies, and the teacher's there, and everybody's saying, the moment she walks in, Daddy was farting in the car.
Oh,
And I'm
God.
like, girl, put some context to it. That's not what I was doing.
That's not, we were doing a bit.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what that is?
You know what that is. My little one is mimicking his older brother a lot. And Enzo's 9 now. And so recently, I forget what Axel was even doing that I was telling him.
Oh, these are the 2 coolest names, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Enzo and Axel. They got to be
Enzo and
action stars at this
Axel.
point.
I mean, yes, the expectations are very high for them to live up to their names, but
they can't be a librarian. They can be a librarian.
No, absolutely not. No. They have to be like a musician, a rock star, something,
F1
an
driver,
astronaut, or something. And yes, exactly. So I forget what he was doing, and I was just telling him, like, Axel, can you please stop that? And he looked at me, made super strong eye contact, and went, "You can't control me."
Oh my God.
And then I'm trying not to laugh, and he's not breaking eye contact, but he's also, you can see the corner of his mouth starting, like he's trying not to laugh. He's like, am I going to get away with this? I heard my older brother say this once. It did not go well, but maybe I can get away with it.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Really good.
Wait, I just realized you guys were in a telenovela stare-off.
Yes, we were.
Ooh, directed by Tyler Perry.
Directed by Tyler Perry. And it was a while till we broke it. I think I broke it. I think I ended up laughing, and I was like,
You have to.
All right.
You have to. They're so silly.
Yeah, get your ass over there.
I love that.
They're so silly. My mom used to tell me that I used to be quite that, like, I was pretty silly when I was a kid. I just, seeing all the silly stuff that my daughter does, I can't believe that I was like that.
Yeah.
Because she's so funny. She's so funny. She does so many bits. I'm like, there's no way I was like that. I couldn't have been.
I bet you were. I bet you were. She's getting it from somewhere.
Maybe. She be clicking. I'm like, damn, she completing the bit. How?
I know. My older son is like that. And now he kind of knows, that a lot of the jobs I do are comedy. But before he was even keyed into that, it was like living with a little stand-up, because he would like come in the room and like try a bit, and then he'd go, "Is that funny?" And I was like, "Are you asking for notes? Like what? Are we workshopping here? What's happening?"
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Would you let them? Is that something that you feel like that's the mode they're going to go into? Is performance?
I was really hoping for like a nerdy academic kid. My dad is like a nerdy academic. So I was hoping those genes would bust through. Both my kids are so obviously drawn to everything creative that I'm like, fuck. They're drawn to other creative kids too, like kids that want to really play make-believe and put costumes on, and they want to build stuff and make stuff. But it's scary a little bit, because you like know how hard this job can be. And so like you have to you can't like skip college maybe, or like, like you're going to go to film school, and you're also going to take a writing class, and like you're going to try to be good at all the things and find what your lane is, right? Like I guess I would just try to push them in those like smarter directions of like where you could be good at multiple things, like as opposed to us that just like tried to figure that out as we went along. And I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I mean, she's getting funnier and funnier, and she knows exactly what it is that I do for a living, and she's already asked to be in things. You know what I mean? She's always like, "Daddy, I want to do. I'm about to do this new cartoon," and she's like, Can I be in the new cartoon?" And so my answer is yes. Well, I'm going to make sure she gets she tries it out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a recording. We're going to start slow, and then she's going to hear her voice.
Voiceover is great. I would totally I've let my son do a couple auditions for voiceover.
That's awesome.
That like just sort of happened through someone we knew, and he was so excited, because I was like, well, voiceover feels like, a good intro to this world.
Plus, you just lock him in the closet, and like he's far away.
Yeah, you lock him in the closet till they get it right.
Yeah, literally.
Press record. Don't leave until you book it, kids.
Don't leave until you book it. Yeah.
I love that.
But would you let her do more, or would you wait till she's, I don't know. I have complicated feelings around like kids being on sets.
For so many reasons, I think it's troublesome for a child to be on set. But once you're on set, you kind of have to be locked in as a parent. I've worked with child actors where the parents are kind of off doing something where like there is no world in which a grown up, like some sort of director or producer is going to come and give my kid a note or a direction without me being there, or let me talk to you for a second without me. Because you hear these horror stories where these child actors are alone with these fucking creeps.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta
there's
the
no
one
way.
place I would advocate for being a full-on helicopter parent is on a set.
Is on
100%,
set.
100%.
And then the problem with set too is as an actor, you're being catered to. Everyone has an assistant that has to, that because you're filming, they go and grab something for you.
Yeah.
Because you can't always go and make yourself a coffee, so they do it. Kids don't understand the nuance of that we all work, that this is all a big puzzle and we all are working together to get the thing done. The kids don't understand that. They just know that there is a person who is going to do this for you.
Yeah.
And they think, and so kids start developing this, get me a this, get me a that. And you're like, oh, they're going to be a little asshole when they grow up.
Yes.
I hate little assholes.
I hate little assholes.
So for me, I'm an advocate of for kids on set. They're like, oh, I want an orange juice. I'm like, okay, follow me. You see that right there? That's where the table is. So go get that little thing and then pour it yourself. Yeah, and then walk back over here. And then say your lines.
Yeah.
There has to be a level of, you have to still be parenting while they're at work. One job a year is what I would say.
What? I like that.
Yeah.
That feels good. That feels, fair. Like when they came to set, when they came to visit me in Atlanta and they did a set visit. And because like pandemic strike, the little one's never been on set before. And Enzo has some memories of being on set, but like not really. Before they got there, I was like, listen, everyone's going to be really nice to you. And they're going to be nice to you because you're adorable, sweet boys, but also you're my children. And so like, everyone's going to try to like get stuff for you.
Yeah.
I was like, you get it yourself. And like, just remember your manners and be polite to everyone, but know that everyone's being a little extra because you're my kids. Or one time my older one did he was like feeling out, like bragging at school a little bit about like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Talk your shit, Enzo.
I think he was like, what kind of social currency is this going to give me? And I immediately was like, we live in Los Angeles. You cannot do that. Like everyone in your class has a parent in some capacity in this industry. Like, it is not a big deal here. So please don't do that. Don't do that.
That's Jay-Z's kid right there.
Yeah.
We don't go to one of those schools.
I have a question for you here. This question was, if you were a superhero, where would you put your secret lair? But how you answered the parallel universe question and said you'd be a supervillain, I guess I'd ask, if you were a supervillain, where would you put your secret lair?
I would probably go put it maybe in like a mountain somewhere.
That's good.
Yeah. In Mammoth or like Yosemite, like just because I feel that scenery would calm down my, since I'm a villain, that's like a stressful, that might be even more stressful than being a superhero.
Yeah.
Being a supervillain. So we need like some calm nature vibes to like bring us back down when we're going in and out of the evil lair. Is where my head is going.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah,
and then like a Batman style cave. I feel like that would be the vibe.
Well, it's in the mountain. Yeah, you got to have it like that.
Yeah,
it's got to be just moist and dripping for no reason. It's got to just be like certain parts just
all
have water.
All the walls are wet. All of them.
Really? Okay. So none of you want like a nice put together secret lair? You just want to live in a cave?
Well, no, I think it would be all those vibes, but then like a really chic living room in the middle.
Yeah.
And a bathroom.
I want AD to come in and like do a video on my secret lair.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Yeah.
Welcome to my lair.
A chef's kitchen. A chef's kitchen with a private chef.
That's what I'm saying. Some nice backsplash.
Yeah. Still in the cave. Open air concept.
Little subway tile in the
subway tile. It doesn't lay so great on the cave walls, but we made it work.
For me, I would hide in plain sight if I were a villain. Oh. I would hide in plain sight. Yeah. I'd be at like a bank. You know what I mean? But if like I would go to the ATM and and they got the little mirror on the ATM so you can see if somebody's behind you, I would just look at that, make sure nobody's behind me. And instead of typing your code in, you type in like a different code and then it opens up and you walk down these stairs. Even the bank people don't know it's there.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah, you walk down the stairs and then there you go. There's the whole layer right there.
That's
there.
cool.
And what the bank doesn't know is that I have direct access to the vault.
Right.
So I'm using and I don't take a lot out.
In the back,
You're stealing
back of
everyone's
the vault
money?
Exactly.
into your lair. Yeah.
100%. And I don't get egregious with it. Like I don't buy diamonds or I don't like.
No, you just do it a little bit at a time. Nobody even notices.
They'll never know. They'll never know.
No.
So that's what I would do.
That's genius, honestly.
Thank you for saying so. That means a lot.
Yeah, really. I see why you won the Emmy. I get it.
Thank you. I wish I had it in front of me. Kyle, can you grab that?
I know. Where do you keep it?
Oh yeah, it's actually here.
It's right behind Kyle. Do you see it right there over his left shoulder?
Oh yeah. She looks so small from all the way here.
Don't do that.
Looks like one of the ones you buy like in Times Square. But it's real.
It's not a regional Emmy. Okay.
I mean, I feel like she should have less stuff around her. I'm just saying.
Well, I try to make it like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it blends in. It's just like another thing,
It's just what we do, you guys. It's just what we do.
We're getting more of them anyways. We plan on getting more of them.
Yeah. And then the whole thing can be full, like a row of Emmys. Yeah.
100%.
You get it.
Yeah, I get it.
I have a question for you. Okay, what's the most ridiculous thing that you'd put on your rider? Like if you were a rock star on tour, let's say you all of a sudden you become you want to be this rock star.
Okay.
Right. And you're on tour. What's the most ridiculous thing that you think you would put on your rider?
Funny story about riders. When one of my jobs in college was working for a catering company, and occasionally they would cater a concert or something, and I would have to go to the grocery store to shop for the rider. So the rider is like all the things they want to have in their dressing room. And it
cashews, M&Ms.
It will legit be like green and M&Ms, meaning you had to buy the M&Ms and then sit there and pick out all the green ones.
Yeah.
And like put them in a Ziploc for the caterers to take and put in a fancy bowl or something. And then there were always like a lot of like hangover cure kind of things. And like Red Bulls and like
need those.
It was and some of them are short, some of them are long. I wish I could remember who the artists were.
All right, what do you
what's
think?
On yours?
I do love peanut M&Ms inside, like mixed up with popcorn. So like I would ask for that, like a bowl of popcorn with peanut M&Ms. Please make sure they don't all fall to the bottom, that they are evenly dispersed so that you get a few M&Ms with each handful.
You gotta layer it.
Yeah, you gotta layer it. Yeah.
You gotta layer it.
Bougie.
So you're trusting somebody for the layer. You're trusting a layerer.
Yes. In the movie theater, it's perfect because you pour them on top and then you just shake your popcorn thing until you see them go down.
So you want them to do it for you.
But I want them to do that for me. Yeah.
I could already tell she'll be a problem.
Lyndhurst, New Jersey. They bougie, dude. They are bougie.
Even the way she said that, they have to do it for me.
It needs to be layered.
You're two in character. You're two in Rockstar character right now.
Yeah, no. The two already have to be meshed.
I just probably want like Crustables on my rider. Like some Crustables.
That's a solid rider one.
Red Bull. A Bison.
Some Bison chili.
I would no, just a full Bison.
Yeah, just nice.
Like alive or dead?
No, alive, like a pet, like a companion.
Oh, okay. Is he like
kicking it?
Yeah.
Is he on a leash? Or is he just sitting in there? He's just roaming around. He would take up most of the room.
Baby Bison. Well, Baby Bison.
Oh, Baby Bison.
Yeah. Which are like the size.
Cute.
Yeah, they're pretty small. I think they're
That's like a big dog.
Yeah, like a mini horse.
So.
Like a mini horse, probably.
Okay.
I would say for me, I would probably have like, because I'm easy. Like normally in mine, it's just like cashews, coffee,
I mean, I'm easy too, Lamorne, but I tried to imagine if I wasn't what I would ask for.
You just said your popcorn had to have 7 layers of evenly distributed peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, you know what I would ask for? If just on top of what I'm already getting, just a leather duffel bag with $7 million in it.
Ooh.
That's it. It's simple.
Honestly,
it's just all you got to do is get a duffel bag and $7 million cash.
Yeah,
brilliant.
That's all I would. That's this way. You don't have to have people going, to grab the cashews, and then you got to go grab the charcuterie. You ain't got to grab the popcorn and the M&Ms, which sometimes could be at 2 different locations, and that's a lot of traveling. Red Bull, Celsius, what you got? You can find a leather duffel bag in one place, and then right across the street is that same bank in which I already know the passcode to get to the thing. I can give you all the details. You go in there, you bring me $7 million cash. 2 stops.
2 stops.
2 Brilliant. Stops, give you a hell of a show.
Okay. Melissa, if you could turn any meme into a movie, what would you pick? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, no. Do I know good enough memes for me to adequately answer?
What's one you... Yeah. Think of all the memes, all the memes that you send. You know that beaver, that one that... Or is it a squirrel when he like... And it zooms in on him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a squirrel or a beaver? Was it a beaver?
I think he's a squirrel.
I think he's a squirrel.
I think he's a squirrel.
I think so.
Yeah, I'd turn that one into like a show. And like
a show?
Yeah, make him like an animated, make him an angry beaver. So, angry beavers. Town? Angry beavers. That's what I would call the show.
Angry beavers?
Mm-hmm.
You ever see the one with the little girl that throws the plate down? She's like, ah! And like, it's usually sent as like a celebration one.
Yeah.
Who wants to get crazy for New Year's?
Let's make a show about her.
Oh, in her life.
Yeah, like a 90s style sitcom where like that's like her tag all the time. It's like she grabs something and throws it on the floor and goes, ah!
And the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah, and then you cut to commercial. Yeah, it's like how every act break finishes.
It's like on Family Matters when Jaleel would always go, "Did I do that?"
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Get Randy Newman to do the theme song.
Yes.
Go. Do you want to do a spin, like when you spin into the camera for the intro? You know how they always do that?
Yeah.
Maybe one at a time. Do it one at a time.
You go first.
Oh, God.
Yeah, go ahead, Melissa. You first.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Let me try this one.
Go, Larry. Yes. Yes.
That little girl loves throwing plates. It's her birthday, she's eating cake. Party hats and ringing bells. Smash the bowl, it's time to yell with Yelling Girl.
Okay, so before we let you go, Melissa, we have a game.
Okay.
It's basically like 2 truths and a lie, but in honor of Grosse Pointe Garden Society, we are going to hear some weird garden crime edition of 2 truths and a lie. So 2 of these are true, 1 is a lie, and it's going to be up to guess. It's going to be up to us as a team to figure out which one we think is the lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay. So the first one. A man in England decided to secretly grow potatoes in his neighbor's garden without them noticing. For months, he'd sneak over the fence at night, plant potatoes, and tend them under the cover of darkness. The neighbors eventually caught him red-handed, digging up his crop, wearing a headlamp and using a tiny shovel. The neighbors found it so funny, they let him keep half of the potatoes.
Oh. You can have 12.
I thought it was gonna say they let him keep doing it, and it was like, nope, you can take
half.
Not all the potatoes.
Yeah.
For what you've done.
I think that one's real.
I think that's real.
I feel like that's real because it's
100%.
Like
People in England.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like charming and like too specific, and I feel like
and I think that's nice of the neighbors.
Yeah.
It's very nice of them.
I mean, they also could have let him have all the potatoes. He put in all that work.
No. You know what that's like? That's like I used to live
in. How could you be mad at like a sweet man coming in, like sneaking into your yard?
Potatoes.
Growing potatoes.
Yeah. No,
he obviously can't do it in his yard. He doesn't have the room. He doesn't have the space. So and then you're going to be like, as a penalty of your crimes, we're keeping half your potatoes.
No, a penalty of your crime is you keep none of the potatoes. They're on my property. You keep half. Because think about it this way. When I was coming up, there was a crack house across the street from us, right? And there was this crackhead. She would sneak out and she would turn on our water hose and she would fill it with like buckets of water and would drink water out of it and do all kinds of stuff with it. Which was fine. But the problem was she would leave the water hose on. And it would flood my grandma's yard and it'd be muddy everywhere.
Good thing up for herself.
And then her water bill would be high and my grandma wasn't making a lot of money. Right. So it was like, we get it. You ain't got to stop. Just turn the damn faucet off.
How'd you guys know it was her? You saw her or she left behind like a little crack trail or something?
We caught her. You would just hear her from across the street going,
oh, she was a witch.
She was a crack witch.
Those are scary. Yeah. Those are scary.
Crack witch, man. She would run across the street butt naked sometimes. And there'd be nothing but children outside.
I think that first one's real. Read number 2, Larry.
A Florida man decided to tend his backyard garden completely naked on a hot summer day. Yeah, he's my neighbor across the street. His neighbor spotted him pruning roses with no pants on and called the cops. Not out of anger, but because she couldn't stop laughing and needed someone else to witness it.
I mean, it's Florida.
I know when you said Florida, I was like, oh no, this one's probably true. But then it didn't. And like the naked man. But then it was like, it was too sweet and normal for Florida. So I don't think that's true.
Okay.
You don't think that is true?
No. Have you ever played that game where you Google a Florida news story from your birthday?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why. Is it just Florida? Is that the?
It's just Florida. I got family in Florida. I go to Florida every summer, and it's a wild place.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I love
Cuban.
it. So you're gonna say this one's too calm.
It's too normal.
Yeah, it's too calm.
It's too normal. Too calm.
Yeah.
Because I could imagine, if
if it's in any other place other than Florida, I might have been like, oh, maybe. But the Florida was the giveaway.
Okay. Well, let me read number 3 and then we can make a decision. Okay. A woman in Colorado went to tend the local community garden when she made a shocking discovery. Someone had rearranged the planters in the garden to spell out the word butts. It happened night after night for a week until it abruptly stopped. The culprit was never found.
I mean, it's delightful. I would.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Now I'm thinking the England one might be fake.
Oh, no, I think I'm sticking with the England one. These other two, they feel like too simple. Like not enough work was put into the story. But then maybe that's the tricky.
That's how
they always trick us.
They
with
try
these.
to get us, and I don't.
I
feel like everyone's gut is saying Florida story fake.
Florida story fake for sure. The butts one, even though I want it to be real because that is delightful and I would be so happy if someone did that in my garden. I'm gonna go with I think it's false. I'm sticking with I'm sticking with the potato one. I think the potato one's real.
So Florida, you think is fake.
Oh wait, it's 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah. So Florida, you think is fake.
Oh, okay. So I think Florida's fake. I think the butts one is real and London is real.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
Something funny about the word butts that our guys would say that. They would make that up. Just butts. Like with an S. Like, how come they didn't just say butt?
Right.
How come they didn't spell out ass?
Because the person knew that butts was funnier, but I mean, that's pretty common knowledge that butts is funnier than butt.
I think true. Right, let's go true. Let's lock in 2.
Let's lock in 2.
Okay.
Josh?
Lamorne knows her guys. Number 3 is fake.
I knew it.
The butts. The Colorado butts.
I knew it.
Wow. Colorado butts I was like, is fake.
Damn.
Something about butts. I was like, they could have spelled out anything. Butts with an S? Like, Not cheek.
You know your team. You know your team.
Them.
Wow.
I know them. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for playing.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you for doing the pod. And this has been so fun.
Tell everybody out there in the world where they can see the show, where they can find you on social media, all that fun stuff.
So you can see Grosse Pointe Garden Society on NBC now on Fridays at 8 p.m. We had a little day change, which is great because that means it's on Peacock on Saturday. So you can watch it over the weekend and binge it. And I am on Instagram at Melissa Fumero, and I'm recently dipping my toe into TikTok.
Oh,
real late to the
just
game.
Toe in, yeah.
The timing of it with my show being on is completely unrelated. But.
Nothing to do with it.
Nothing at all to do with it.
What kind of stuff you putting on TikTok?
I mean, it's very recent. And then like TikTok didn't believe that it was me. So I like just did the other day, I just did my first TikTok that's like me actually doing it instead of just like I've been posting, trailers from the show or whatever.
Yeah.
So I did one of those, but
it's officially you.
Yes, it's officially me. I don't know what I'm going to do or what I'm doing. And so apologies in advance. I'm still trying to learn the TikTok.
Have Enzo and Axel will help you. They're probably already masters at it.
I know they probably are. Probably.
All right. Well, we're going to find you on TikTok, IG. We're going to check out your show, Grosse Pointe Garden Society, now on Fridays, Peacock on Saturdays. Melissa, we love you. We appreciate you. 98%. Yeah.
I love that. I'll take
98%.
it.
It's not 100% yet.
Because I know why. I know
why. Can you tell everybody why before we go?
You're doing the voice again.
Because I have not made you Bison chili yet, but that doesn't mean that I have not had the intention to make Bison chili for you.
Because that's what it's about, your intentions.
The intention has always been there so strongly.
Don't fall for Lamorne. She's gaslighting you.
I feel fed off this intention.
She's gaslighting you.
And it's been a struggle, but we're so, you and you're so successful, so busy.
That's true. That's a fact, actually.
It's been hard to schedule. Yeah. We don't live in the same neighborhood.
Wait. Welcome to another episode of The Morning After. I am Lamorne Morris. This is Kyle the Legend Shepherd.
Hello there.
Today we have Melissa Fumero. We never introed.
Oh.
We never introed, yeah.
But
we just did.
But you just did.
What an intro.
Great. It's going to sound great.
Intro and extra.
And extra.
Yeah. Yes, folks, we love you. Peace.
That was a HeadGum podcast.